everyone. Today I will be talking about these three main topics: design drawings, 3D models, and orthographic analysis.
Design drawings.
As designers, why do we draw? It's more accurate to answer these questions under a few key headings: exploration, communication, decision making, and digital tools.
Exploration.
We have defined all the boundaries of your design, so what comes next? Sketch, and more sketching. But what kind of sketches? Sketches where you try out different variations and frequently ask, what if I tried this? At this stage, after exploring many possibilities, you can choose the forms that stand out and start developing them further.
Communication.
Our language as designers is paper and pencil. You can't simply explain a design to someone with hand gestures like it comes like this and goes, bro, what the?
Decision making.
Now you aim to answer questions like which color goes where, what kind of texture should be used. Drawing helps us show how a product works, who use it, and how it fits into context.
Digital tools.
I'm also relatively new to this phase. But in the digital stage, we take our hand-drawn sketches and begin refining them using the tools like Photoshop or Procreate for coloring. Or apps like Feather 3D to create 3D sketches. Why we go digital? It's not essential, but faster color applications, ability to simulate textures that are hard to have replicated physically, cleaner and more flexible presentations are the answers of the why we go digital.
3D models.
We can break 3D models down into 4 categories.
Sketch models.
As the name suggests, these are quick and simple models made with material like paper, cardboard, and sticks. They help you understand form and scale early on.
Proof of concept model.
Built during the early design phase, these models test whether certain forms or mechanisms will actually work.
Dummy model.
Usually made at 1:1 scale, these models focus more on ergonomics and usability than technical precisions. They help evaluate the feel and functionality of the product.
Detailed final models.
In the concept development stage, detailed models show specific design elements. The final model, however, is highly polished, produced at full scale, and includes almost all design details. Presenting a rough sketch model in a formal presentation can be inappropriate, just as building a full final model too early in the process can be wasteful and exhausting.
Ortographic analysis.
Let's say you have finalized every detail of your product: buttons, internal components, patterns, dimensions, and so on. Your next step is create detailed front, side, and top views of your design. How the components relate to one another. Where exactly are the buttons located? Where is the handle position? Once you have completed this technical drawing, you can examine connection points, material use, overall form, structural and production feasibility. Why is this important? To fully understand your product, to detect and solve potential issues before prototyping, to facilitate communication with the technical team. So, should we evaluate these 3 stages together? Sketch to model to analysis. When you translate a sketch into a model, you start to see where the flaws are and your design might take a completely new direction. Or during the technical drawing, you may realize that a detail is manufacturable and revise the form accordingly. Sometimes you go one step back or all the way back to make improvements. Although these 3 stages seem separate, they actually feed into one another in a continuous feedback loop.
Remember.
No good design comes from the first idea you model in the Fusion 360 with 30 minutes. Great design is an iterative process of exploring, testing, refining, and improving. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day.